Hello and welcome. Welcome to your December 2021 TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. It's always such an honor and a privilege to be here to do these videos for you, and I do so enjoy doing the TarotScopes. So what is TarotScopes? What are TarotScopes? So TarotScopes are 12 videos, 12 individual separate videos with the same structure. So basically it's 12 readings that I do for each sign of the zodiac to give you a little bit of insight, a little bit of information, a little bit of guidance, a little bit of preparedness for the month ahead. And usually when I do the TarotScopes, I usually have a sort of the same reading that I do where we draw the same kind of spread, the same kind of layout. But this month I thought I would change it up a little bit because it is December. We are going into the last month of 2021. I can't quite wrap my head around that. It's crazy. The end of 2021. We're there. We've done it. And I'm one of those kind of people who believe that there's certain lessons and certain objectives and certain things that we have to go through during the year, that the universe, that spirit have laid out in front of us. And if we don't achieve, if we don't process, if we don't go through that, if we don't have the understanding, then maybe we carry it over into next year. And we're all carrying a lot, okay? Our shoulders are all quite heavy laden. So I want to help you to make sure that you're not carrying any excess baggage, any excess lessons, learning, objectives, and understandings into 2022. So, with that said, what I thought I would do with the TarotScopes for December is we're going to have a look at, like, for each sign of the zodiac, what was the main objective that you needed to experience, to learn, or to understand during 2021. We're going to look at where you are now, and we're going to look at where you're moving to. So we're sort of going to see that progression. And then I've got a couple of other things that we're going to do. So basically the idea here is that hopefully this particular reading is going to help you tick all the boxes for 2021, okay? Tick all the boxes to make sure that as you progress into 2022, that we're leaving all our baggage behind, that we've done everything we needed to, we've understood and processed and handled everything that we needed to, and that we are clear to move forward and to start 2022 off with a clear slate, that we've got nothing unresolved that we need to still handle as well. So it's about just eliminating a little bit of the baggage and clearing the way so that you can move into 2022 and have an awesome year, because I really am very confident that 2022 is going to be better than 2021. And we all know that 2021 has been better than 2020. We've had our challenges this year, there's no doubt about it. And we probably will have some more challenges going forward. But generally speaking, I think it's going to be awesome. So let me just take a minute here to explain TarotScopes. So it's done based on your sun sign. So whether you're an Aries, a Pisces, or whatever it may be, okay? And I record each reading with the intention that it be relevant and appropriate for your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign. So those of you who are into astrology and know all of those things, you can go and read or watch or listen to those videos as well, those readings, to get additional information or insight. But typically, sun signs is sufficient, okay? So you know what your sun sign is. And if you don't, I'm happy to give you the little list of born between these dates, this is what your sign is, kind of thing. But it is always nice to know what your moon sign is or what your rising sign is. Google is your friend there, okay? Google will help you as to how to figure it out, how to get it, and what it all means. So do go and Google it for that information. But I create these videos with the intention to help you on those areas, on those aspects of yourself, for each sign of the zodiac. So each reading has the same structure. I'm using the same set of cards in the same format or the same layout, but obviously the information that I receive and that I read in the cards will be different for each sign of the zodiac. So I will flip the camera around so that you will see the cards, you will see the table, just to make it easier, so that it gives you something to focus on, and it saves me having to hold up a whole bunch of cards. I do hope that you enjoy your reading. I do hope that it helps you to tick all the boxes that December needs you to tick, so that we can go into 2022 better, ready, more prepared, all of those kind of things. And obviously this is a free service that I'm offering. All I ask in return is that you show your appreciation by giving the video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done, please do click that subscribe button. And the other thing that you could possibly do if you want more interaction with me and more from me is maybe consider clicking that join button down there and joining the YouTube family. Basically what that means, it is a monthly subscription service that gives you all sorts of access to various services that I offer, one of them being free readings every Wednesday evening. So every Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. South African time, I do a live reading. You get to post a question and I answer for you on the spot. So do consider clicking that join button now. But anyway, let's get onto your reading. I'm going to flip the camera and let's get started. Okay, Leo, so let's have a look and see, what do you need to know and what do you need to deal with in the month of December 2021. I am just shuffling the cards, giving them a really good shuffle and making sure that the cards are evenly distributed. My last couple of zodiac signs I did have been very interesting, the way the cards are coming out. So I think I need to make sure that they have really good shuffle. The deck I'm working with this month is the Legacy of the Divine Tarot, and you can see over there I have an oracle deck as well, which is the Wisdom of the Oracle. All right, let's just do one more riffle shuffle and then we'll do some overhand. Oh my gosh, I'm losing the cards, and then get into your reading. Okay. All right, so Leo, we are doing something a little bit different this month. We are looking at what was the big thing about 2021 for you. What was the objective and the lesson that you needed to learn? How have you done with that? And what do you still need to do before 2021 is done? All right, so the cards are getting a really good shuffle, and I'm sure that is fine. Let us just cut the deck over there, and I'm going to draw cards straight off the top. Okay, so I'm just going to move those out of the way ever so slightly to make a bit of space. So Leo, the first card that we're going to be drawing off the top here is, what was the objective of 2021? So what did the spirit and the universe want you to learn, achieve, and understand during 2021? We're then going to have a look at where you are at now. So this is what the spirit wanted you, and this is where you're at now. So it'll be very interesting to see the difference between the two of them. And the third card we're going to have a look at is what's next for you. So this is what Spirit wanted, this is where you are, and this is where you're moving to. So the three of those paint a really interesting kind of picture. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at down the bottom here. What do you still need to learn and overcome before 2021 is finished? And the lesson or the learning or the understanding that you can take away from 2021. So those are going to be the tarot cards that we're going to look at. And then let's grab the oracle. So as I said, this is the Wisdom of the Oracle. It is an awesome, amazing deck. And we're just going to draw one card from here, which is going to just sort of tie in this reading, tie in everything that we have discussed, and just anything else that Spirit want to add, anything else that Spirit want to contribute, we're going to allow to come through from the Wisdom of the Oracle. Let's just see. Okay, I think they have been given a good shuffle, and I'm just going to cut the deck over there, and we're going to take that card over there for you. Right, let's get all of these others out of the way. So Leo, let's get into your reading, and let's start off over here. What was the objective of 2021? So what did Spirit have in mind for you as you went into 2021? What was the objective that you needed to achieve, learn, understand, and experience? We have got, very interesting, the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is the card of movement, the card of change, but it also says to you that the change had already been effected, it already started, and during 2021 it was just about you going through the motions. Okay, you didn't start it in 2021, you didn't initiate it, you didn't start it, but you experienced it during 2021, or at least that was the objective. We're going to see how you're doing when we look at the other cards. So Eight of Wands is the card of change, of movement, of evolution. And I do think, even at this point, before we even looked at all the other cards, I think if you look at your life, your circumstance, your own personal circumstances over the last, let's call it 12, 18, 24 months, I think you will see how different you are. So we're not talking about your address. We're not talking about the job. We're not talking about your finances or your health. We're talking about you as a soul, as a person. And I'm sure you're going to see the evolution that has taken place. So the question we now have to ask is, how are we doing with that? Like, is it finished? Is it done? Have you achieved, or have you completed the process, or are you partway through? So that was the objective. When 2021 came about, this is something that Spirit said, right, all Leo energies, we are going through transformation. We are evolving and we are moving, and you will spend the whole year doing that. So this card over here is going to give you information as to where you are right now. Okay, where you are right now, what are you going through right now, what is happening, a snapshot of you today. Let's have a look and see. Two of Cups. Okay. Oh, very interesting. I love the artwork on these cards. The colors are just so vibrant and so beautiful. I'm loving it. Two of Cups is the card of partnership. It's the card of union. Okay. It's the card of two individuals coming together. Now, it doesn't only reference romance. It's not just in the love department. This could be work related. This could be partnership in business. It could be partnership in you and a family member connecting and doing things together. But it's about not being solitary. It's about not trying to do everything on your own. And I think this kind of pairing is actually quite interesting. So Leo, what this is saying is 2021 was all about you evolving, changing, and becoming a different aspect or version of yourself. And right now, where you are is trying to see how you fit in with other people or with your other significant others, whether those are romantic, whether those are relationship, career, family, friends, social, it doesn't matter. But that's where you are at the moment, is you're sort of trying to, you're recognizing that you're different, you're recognizing that you're not the same person. And now we're sort of, how does this work? How does this yin and yang kind of combination work? That's what you're going through right now. And to me, that makes a lot of sense. Trying to understand the role that you play in the bigger picture. Okay, now our third card, and we're creating a very interesting story here, because this third card is what's next after this. What are you moving towards? What is coming up next for you? So this was what Spirit wanted you to experience in 2021. This is where you're at the moment. Once we've moved past this, what's next for you? Okay, so let's have a look and see what is the next step, or where are you moving to after figuring out this partnership. And the card we have there is the Nine of Wands. So Nine of Wands is quite a heavy card. I'm just going to be quite completely honest with you there. Nine of Wands is the card of saying, you know what, it's a little bit all too much. It's a little bit overwhelming. It's a little bit like, I actually don't know if I have the energy to do this. That's what's going on here. Now, what's interesting with the Nine of Wands is that the number 9 from a numerology point of view is the last of the single digits. So after 9 obviously becomes 10. But from a numerology point of view, when we go to 10, we actually reduce it back to a 1. So 9 is actually about completion, attainment, even though it's been tough, okay? It's about recognizing that you've reached the end, you've reached the goal, and you may be feeling exhausted, you may be feeling a little bit overwhelmed, it may just be all a little bit too much, but it is about completion and attainment. So if we look at the artwork on this particular card, so here we've got a guy, he's on bended knee, and he seems to be almost introspective, if I can use that phrase, about the journey that he's embarked on. You can see behind him there, we've got all these wands that he's standing there. Those are all his achievements, accomplishments, the things that he has been through this year. So he's very aware of the challenges and the difficulties that he's experienced. And even though he's feeling exhausted and overwhelmed and tired and etc., 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 he's very grateful. There's still an element of gratitude for the experiences. So Leo, looking at these three cards, the message that comes through loud and clear from Spirit is that this was a year of change. It was a year of movement. It was a year of progress, okay? You're trying to figure out exactly how you fit into it, who you are, what your role is, what your function is, what your purpose is, what you bring to the table, all of that. And what's coming up next for you is that almost tying it all together and having that gratitude and that acknowledgement for everything that you have accomplished and everything that you have achieved, which I think is actually quite great. All right, now down the bottom here, we've got another 2 cards, obviously. And what we're going to look at next is we are now, the time of recording this video, we're still in the late November, going into early December, but there's still 1 month left. So we haven't actually completed 2021 yet. So this card here, we're sort of asking Spirit, what do you still need to learn and overcome in this last month of 2021, December 2021? What is something that you still need to go through? What is something that you still need to tick off the list? Okay, so let's have a look and see what comes up. 2 of Wands. Oh, this is very interesting. Immediately what I'm seeing here with the 2 of Wands is this key in the middle there, all right? And what does a key do? A key either locks something or it unlocks something, okay? The key is the key to to whatever you're looking for, whatever you're wanting to do. If you don't have a key, you can't get in. If you don't have a key, you can't keep others out. So the key is the key to life, the key to everything. But when we look at this, what do you still need to learn and overcome? I'm going to say to you, it's about deciding. Because of this movement, because of this change that you're going through, what you still need to decide now in December 2021 is, where do you actually want to be? Where are you actually, like, what is enough? When is it enough? When do you put that full stop at the end of the sentence? Because that key, the 2 of Wands, is about making a decision as to which direction you have to go. So this is confirming that this movement and change, this evolution that 2021 is all about for you, we haven't actually completed it yet. We're close, okay? We're really close, but remember, this is what's coming up next. So you're really close, but you're not there yet. And this card is saying to you that it's because you haven't made the decisions. You haven't actually decided where you want to be, what you want to be doing, how you want to be doing it. So you and you hold the key. So the key is in your hands. So you get to choose to put it in the lock and to unlock it, or to walk away and leave it locked. It's up to you. And this is still something that you need to do before 2021 is done. The other thing that, the reason why this is coming through for you, the reason why the Spirit are giving you this message is because if you don't deal with this, if you don't make these decisions and choices before 2021 is over, we're carrying this energy into 2022. And in all honesty, is that something we want to do? Is that something we want to do? Is that something, like, do you want to start 2022 off with baggage? Do you want to start 2022 off carrying burdens and challenges and situations from 2021? I hope not. I really hope that you're at a point in your life now where, you know what, I want to start 2022 off on a clean slate. I want to start it off with potential and enthusiasm and motivation. I don't want to start it off carrying burdens, challenges, and obstacles from the past. So if that's your thinking, that you want to resolve everything, then make sure that you make whatever decisions need to be made. But make sure that you do it from your point of view, your point of reference, and not the other people in your life. And again, something we all struggle with, isn't it? Especially if you are a parent, especially if you are, an employer. You always want to think about the people who look up to you, who rely on you, who need you, and you always want to do what's best for them. But this is actually Spirit saying to you, sometimes you have to be a little bit selfish, okay, and you have to actually make decisions that are right for you and not necessarily for everybody else concerned. Okay, so it looks like 2021 has been very interesting for you, Leo, and now with this card over here, we're going to have a look at what one thing, all these experiences that you've had during the year, what is one thing that you can comfortably take with you into 2022? So what one experience, lesson, understanding, what one thing can you take into 2022? Let's see what we've got. I love that High Priestess energy. So High Priestess is a major arcana card within the tarot. These are all minor arcana. And interesting, I just noticed now that we had the 3 wands and the cup. So the wands is the doing, it's the action, and cups is about emotion. When we get a major arcana card talks about the big life events, the big life circumstances. High Priestess is the card of inner knowing, of inner trust, of inner belief systems. It's the card of recognizing that you hold the key to whatever you want in life. So High Priestess is really, really powerful energy. She's also about intuition, also about just recognizing secrets, holding on to secrets, and again, it's not secrets about other people. It's not secrets about it's about you. Okay. So this is something everything that's happened to you this year has built up and led you towards some major achievement. And as you go into 2022, you're going to take that with you. All right. We're going to leave the difficulties and the struggles and the hardships and the decisions behind. We're going to make sure we do all of that in 2021. But going into 2022, we're going to carry that inner knowledge, that inner secret, that inner understanding of who you are and who you have become. And you're going to be quite happy and content with that. So that is beautiful. That is really something amazing that you can carry into 2022. Let's have a look from the Oracle deck, the Wisdom of the Oracle, just to see anything, any other, oh God, I can't pick it up, any other information or any other confirmation, validation, etc., clarification that Spirit might want to add to our situation. Let's see what we get. Look at the cheetah. Isn't it just absolutely gorgeous? And notice the key phrase at the bottom is go the distance. Look at the I want to say the victory flag, but that's not it. The finish line, okay? We are sprinting. We are moving at an incredible pace towards that finish line. Don't give up. And I do think that this particular card ties in with this one really, really beautifully. And it's saying that, you know what, it's been a long run. It's been a long haul. You've been going at full speed for the longest time. And even, I just want to show again with our animal, can you see how they're almost, I want to say, disintegrating or evaporating, okay? They're running so fast that there's parts of them, even here, you can see parts of them that are falling apart. And even though we're feeling so exhausted, so overwhelmed, we're just going to keep going until we get to the finish line. Because once we reach the finish line, we know we will be rejuvenated. And that's the secret that you're going to carry. That's the inner knowledge and the inner understanding that you're going to carry with you into 2022. So there's 1 month left. Don't give up. Don't stop. Don't change anything just yet. Keep moving forward, but recognize that you hold the actions, the decisions. The finality of it all rests with you. So Leo, it looks like you've done really well in 2021. So well done and congratulations for that. But definitely tie up the loose ends. Finish up anything. Don't leave anything unresolved as you move into 2022. So that 2022 can be fabulous, awesome, wonderful, and amazing for you. All right. I think that's all I have to say. So Leo, as always, with love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care.